Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let's see what a dusty do. It's always bad, y'all. So I'm sure everyone's heard about this sad story. Courtney Cox not populating the community with poverty D, the seeds that'll wreak havoc on everyone, steal, kill, destroy. No, not doing that. Building. Doing something with her life. Yeah. Gotta move to a high rise. And trust me, those are I've seen different high rises. You think, wow, nice place to live. It is safe, it is security, it's an ideal place to be, except when you bring up that dusty, wherever they go, it's gonna be a you know what show. It never fails. We gotta level up. The little hint of dust, you better run like a bad stock. Avoid. So now, I don't care about him being gone. I'm trying to wrap my head around how do you go from dating someone to, I don't know, murder. Seriously, dating someone. The Dusty DVs, what I'm going to start calling them. Dusty DVs, because that's what they seem to bring. It's going to be a DV case somewhere. Unavoidable. So let's check out the clip. I then want you to look at an article to show the aftermath. You know, Dusties bring drama. Dusties bring trauma. The financial implications to my dust in the nation, and this dust bag right here has brought in a financial implication to other people. I keep telling you, just by being around it, it can cause problems. Just being around it. So the fact that he was in this building to other people that didn't know him, he's caused a problem for them. This is what Dusties do. So let's check out this clip and then we'll get to the other information. Again, Dusties bring drama. Dusties bring trauma. The financial implications is too much dust in the nation. Check it out. Rest in peace, Courtney Cox. Fair use. This is ridiculous.
Confirmed that this is the victim of today's chaotic shooting at a Midtown apartment complex. Neighbors woken up.
Waking up. Due to drama, due to a dusty.
By gunfire that killed Courtney Cox. That shooting happened at the Atlantic House apartment complex, and police say when they
It's crazy.
showed up, a man on a balcony began shooting at officers. We have learned that man's name is Jarvis Jarette. He died at the scene. CBS 46's Savannah Louie live in Midtown. In Savannah, you've been talking with neighbors who are still very much impacted by this shooting.
And not just neighbors, but I also did get a chance to speak very briefly with the families of both the victim and the suspect. They are both shocked and devastated. But even the folks who live here, who saw this whole thing unfold on the 21st floor, say the incident just doesn't feel real.
Terrifying for me because then I'm sitting in my bathroom it's one thing to do self-defense if it comes quickly, but when you're sitting there and at any moment there could be someone that climbs in, you have to deal with that. That was harrowing.
A shooting scene on a balcony sending an Atlantic House resident into hiding.
He let off multiple rounds into the building, and that's when I called the police.
The resident, who didn't want his face on camera, says he witnessed a shooting just 3 floors below his apartment.
And I still didn't really believe. I mean, I've been around guns my whole life, and I don't know if the panes are very thick in this building or if, noise traveled weird, but it didn't really sound like a gunshot. But I'm fairly certain it was. And then I went back outside and I saw him wave a gun.
Officers responded to reports of gunshots at this complex around 3:15 this morning. When they arrived, they saw 32-year-old Jarvis Jarette shooting from a balcony. And there's evidence he was jumping from balcony to balcony before firing a rifle at officers. At least one officer returned fire.
Sadly, we could not address what happened inside an apartment, but it is our quick response that I think that saved our community from a much worse incident.
GBI reports Jarette was found dead on the balcony from gunshot wounds. Inside the apartment, the woman who lived there, Courtney Cox, also found dead. Police say the two had some sort of relationship. It's not clear if Jarette was killed by an officer. Hit a number of other units and even a water pipe in the building, causing flooding to units under the 21st floor and McCrae's Tavern, which is underneath the building. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to actually be speaking with a woman who says a bullet went into her unit. We'll have her story coming.
You hear that? So aside from the young woman being dead, doing something with her life, a bullet, people, a bullet hit a pipe and caused flooding. Yeah. A bullet hit a pipe and caused flooding. Here, one individual was able to record some of it. It sounded like a war zone. So you're paying all this money to live in a high-rise building. It has the appearance of safety, but guess what? Not when it comes to a dusty. There's no safety. Whenever they are around, wherever they're around, it's gonna be some violence, some kind of danger, DV going down. This girl's beautiful here. Check her out. So let's look at this brief clip.
A high-rise apartment building in Midtown. 2 people are dead and residents are shaken after being woken up to gunshots. We have team coverage from Midtown today, starting with Christy Diaz live outside the Atlanta House Apartments with more.
That's right, Aisha. A female victim and a male shooter are both dead after what was an hours-long situation that started several floors up in this building in the middle of the night. The terror of gunshots breaking the early morning stillness as someone fired several shots inside the Atlantic House Apartments, a luxury high-rise in Midtown.
I want you to hear.
Residents at the complex.
Someone recorded it.
Process what unfolded just hours ago. Many were woken up by all the commotion and others woke up to the aftermath, which for some included no water. Brittany Klein-Peter continues our team coverage. Brittany, residents tell us it was complete chaos out there.
That's right. Residents say a lot of them woke up to screaming and what sounded like banging. One of those residents, Keith Greenstone, saying he captured it all.
Oh my God.
He says it sounded like the gunfire was coming from 2 floors above him.
It sounded like some things kind of crashing on the floor. And then a few minutes later, I heard something. You know, if it was him pounding on the glass.
Locked his doors and closed his blinds and moved his son into a safe. Alive, they woke up to police.
Wow.
And what sounded like bowling balls hitting the building. And West Peachtree for about 5 to 10 blocks in this area was blocked off throughout the morning, as well as 12th Street. Right now, though, it is back open. They're allowing.
See what this dusty has brought to a high rise. You're paying for luxury. One dust bucket. One dust bucket. Then a bullet, think bullets going through a wall. Then a bullet hit the pipe. Then some units were flooded. I kid you not. Better call the insurance company. One dust bucket. One. So she's murdered. You think, oh my gosh, the drama is not over. A loss of life. People that care about her, that love her, young woman, everything ahead of you, got plans and dreams, wiped out, gone. So here's an article, Black Enterprise, Fair Use. The article says, authorities say a woman was killed, which we know is Courtney Cox, was killed by a man she was dating at the apartment complex where they first met. But here's the thing, they said when they first met, I wonder if he was faking it or just happened to be hanging around there, because guess what? They confirmed that she lived there. They have not confirmed that he has a residence there. So he might have been, quote, working there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can't confirm that he lived there. According to CBS 46, the victim attorney, Courtney Cox, was shot on the 21st floor of the high-rise Atlantic House apartment building located in Atlanta. So JJ, I'm calling him JJ, Jarvis Jarette, is believed to have killed Cox early Wednesday. Police officials said Jarette died while exchanging gunfire with officers after they responded to the incident, though it wasn't clear if he shot himself or was killed by law enforcement. Look at this. Now, he's caused all this drama. Look at this here. Fox 5 Atlanta reported that Cox's loved ones confirmed that she had been in a relationship with the accused 32-year-old killer, Jarette. Police said the shooting took place inside Atlantic House Midtown sometime after 3 in the morning. It appears that the suspect was inside the apartment. There was no forced entry or anything like that. So they're dating. I'm assuming, of course, he spent the night. Check this out. As we're getting the information through 911, our dispatchers could hear gunfire being played throughout the building. According to reports during the shooting, one of the bullets struck a water pipe in the apartment complex, which caused some flooding in some of the units. There was also a report of multiple units being hit by bullets, but police officials said that they didn't believe there were any other victims. So we got a murder, which is the worst thing ever, for her family. No, you are letting your murderer in your house. Some of these mammies, you giving birth to your murderer. Oh yeah, let's be real. Or you're giving birth to the killer. Be it somebody likes doing Columbine, parents want to look the other way, knowing a kid is disturbed. Newtown shooting, those crazy bangs said it all. His mama knew he had a problem. But his mother gave birth to him in the Newtown shooting, and all those kids deceased. So the same thing in the BC. Open up the door. Let the murderer is sleeping right beside you. Sleeping right beside you. No breaking and entering. And then I saw that he was, I guess, going from balcony to balcony. I'm like, did this fool think he was like Spider-Man, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound with your gun? I mean, seriously, from balcony to balcony, did you think you were going to escape? Fool, go get a job as a stunt person. I want to know where the hell did he live? They can confirm that she lived there. They might have had a disagreement, a least little thing. And I heard a man say this years ago, and I thought it was like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, you really taking it a little too far. He said, you black women better watch out. These sisters, get into these situations with these black men. He said something that I thought was like really far out. He says, you watch when they get emotionally charged, there's an argument and you going back and forth. He said, somebody gonna end up dead. And I just thought, whoa, you really taking it. I mean, seriously? He says, oh, somebody gonna end up dead. That was a few years ago. I heard that, and I thought this guy's like really far out with it. I mean, that's a whole lot. Oh, when they get in emotion and you go back and forth, and he said fighting. He said somebody gonna end up dead, even if it's just a verbal thing. He said somebody gonna end up dead, and that was a few years ago, and we're seeing it now. Ladies, you can't go slumming. You can't. I talked with a girl that went slumming. She was a professional woman. Yeah, he towed out her car with a bat and tried to break into her house. She was scared. She said she thought he was going to kill her, and I thought, really? Like, oh, the way she said the way he was beating my door in. And he was 35, in his 30s, I believe. Living at home with his parents, didn't even have his own car. She was professional, didn't even have his own vehicle. He committed the crime in his dad's vehicle. He beat her vehicle so I think she had an Infiniti SUV. Yes, she did. She had just gotten it. He beat it crazy. So this right here, these dusties, they want a professional woman, and you're thinking, oh, I think some are thinking, the ladies, oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and help elevate him. I'm going to show him the way. Girl, he doesn't want to be shown the way. He only want to be shown the way to your bedroom and to your wallet. That's the way he wants. He doesn't want to see about getting a better life. These women, I think, are thinking, I'm going to go ahead and, help him out. He hasn't had anybody. I'm going to teach him, and I'm going to build him up. No. He doesn't want to be built up. He just wants to see your bedroom and then see your purse. That's it. He want to see the two P's. He want to see the purse and Miss Pearline. That's what I'm going to call it. He after two things: Miss Pearline and that purse. That's what the Dusty wants. He get a hint if it's about to go down. He's too emotional, like his mama, because that's who done raised him, and he looking at her, emulating her. He's too emotional. The least little hint you might get rid of him, or he might ask for some money. Try to run a game, put a business little plan idea, which is BS. He just want to get your money. He on the come up. So I would not be surprised. I will bet you an argument probably ensued and went down, and she may have asked him to leave. When are you gonna ask me to move in, short? And she's like, whoa, something like that. Again, I'm just guessing. I don't know what all happened in the details, but that wouldn't surprise me. But the point is, they don't have their own. They're looking for a come up. They want to go from mammy to you. The mammy done held them down. Now it's your turn. They can't be like the other men. They see some other black men that are building. They know a few. They may see them ahead. Somewhere. That man is a sucker. Or that old punk, dude. That old punk. Look at him. I bet just old Uncle Tom. No, you're jealous. That's the envy. So they're not gonna go to that guy because they can't run game on him. They're thinking I'm gonna run game on you. So when these success come to these women that are professional, they're looking for a come up. They need you. They're looking. They're not there to love you. They're there to use you. And there's no degree that can tell you that it's common sense. Why? Too many professional women end up dead too, dealing with a dust bucket. This is senseless and it's heartless. So she's deceased, a stain on the community, a nightmare for our families and loved ones. Now some of the apartments have flooded. You do understand flooding, right? When that happens, people's furniture ruined. Carpets got to come out. Sometimes you got to throw all your furniture out that cannot be salvaged. You have to throw it out. That cannot be salvaged. You finna make you an insurance call, boo-boo. You may have to be displaced. Got to pull the carpets up. Well, I gotta go. We're gonna have time for that. Flooding doesn't care. You got to take the sheet right out. Why? It's gonna smell after a while. Mold. Yeah, I've seen a friend's house get destroyed. Flooding. Pipes bursting. Heck, Google it. Look on YouTube. Flooding. So he's caused all that. The financial implications, man, that could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Do you understand? People's furniture, contents. They got to haul the furniture up. They got to cut the sheetrock out. Then they're going to have to displace them and move someplace else temporarily while they get the work done. The sheetrock has to come out. Depends on how bad it is. Electricians have to be called. Permits. One Dusty. He brought death and he brought drama. One Dusty. I got to move out of my place that I'm paying for. I got to stay here temporarily. I have to buy new furniture. I got to file an insurance claim. That's the financial implication. The bullet hole. They gotta go ahead and take the sheetrock out, and they gotta work on that fast because that mold is not a joke. Why? People get sick. One Dusty, and that look how tall that building was. One Dusty caused all of that. She on the 21st floor. One Dusty in that building. I keep telling you, poverty it's a disease. These Dusties, they are a disease. Looking at high-rise building with one Dusty, what he caused. Death, destruction. People scared. Got to find a safe place in your home. I didn't bring him in here. Not blaming her, no. But I'm letting you know what these Dusties will do. They may pretend I'm trying to get it together. Ladies, it's all an act just to get in. He'll say anything just to get in. Now he's in. Look what's happened. Death and destruction. She didn't get a chance to get married, have children, maybe become partner, build her own law firm. Dreams, aspirations, a life just wiped out. So this is what Dusties do. Think one person caused all that drama. JJ, Oh, here he is. JJ. Right here. Here your boy. They have a picture here, fair use. Was it Jarvis Jarette? One Dusty caused all that drama. She's deceased. Multiple units flooded. Insurance claims, deductibles, got to pay an assessment. Electricians got to move. Get carpenters in there. You may have to go ahead and stay someplace else temporarily. You thought you were buying into safety, and he just done bought out the worst element. You might as well have been staying in Chirac and paying all that money. One Dusty bought all of this. One Dusty. One. So we have an epidemic. Dusties bring drama, bring trauma. The financial implications to myself and the nation. This is heartbreaking. Anyway, rest in peace to Courtney Cox. Ladies, we gotta take it as a learning lesson. We have to. These Dusties are desperate. Winter in the BC, it's already here. But guess what? It's gonna get worse. Anyway, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to go ahead and make it a point this week to get to a lot of the older videos because, guys, you sent me so much good stuff. I'm like, wow, I got to get these videos done. So thanks for being patient. Love you lots. Stay safe. And please, ladies, stay dust free.